Hi, Professor. This is Saeed. I'm going to start my presentation on organizational culture and the creativity. It's based on the three competing approaches. So for the beginning, I'm gonna start, I will be presenting like how organizational culture and the creativity, like relate to my role as a supply chain analyst at Soaring Aerospace Solution Miami, which is called the SAS Miami. So this presentation, combines organizational culture, um thereby with like what is expected from me according to my employment, and the goal is to show how understanding different cultural approaches will help me contribute effectively in my like in my positions. So coming to the next slide. So there are three approaches basically to the organizational culture. So the three approaches are like the integration, differentiation, and the fragmentation. So each approach offer a different way of understanding how employees work, collaborate, and like innovate. So these approaches are helpful in examining the like the environment. So I will be as like since I already joined as Miami, and how I can align with my like performance with the organizational expectations. Now coming to the integration approach. The integration approach is basically highlighting a unified culture where everyone shares the same values and goals. So in that context, like of my positions, so this could mean aligning with the Sasmiam's mission of operational excellence and innovation in supply chain process. So this approach like supports clear communication and the consistent expectations, which is pretty important for like onboarding, meeting analytical responsibilities, and supporting company like in terms of wide logistics. So now coming to the differentiation approach, the differentiation approach, like acknowledge that the organization have multiple structures. So in my company, like says Miami operates within technical aviation focused environment where, like different teams, operations, logistics, procurement, and analysis. So it may, like have their own working style. So as a supply chain analyst, I would likely, like collaborate across these subcultures. This approach like supports creativity, because the diverse perspective like I mean help generate stronger operational solutions. So like which matches the analytical like and the problem solving requirement like outlined in my like if I talk about my offer letter. Yeah, I mean it's already been outlined in my offer letter. Now coming to the fragmentation approach, this fragmentation approach, like emphasizing its ambiguity and the flexibility. So in a fast-moving aviation supply chain environment, like this can occur when priorities shift quickly or when decision must adapt to a new data. So my role requires like the analyzing, optimizing the supply chain operations, so which means navigating like ambiguity, interpreting data, and remaining adaptability. So understanding this approach prepares me like to handle unclear or evolving informations effectively. Okay. So, applying these approaches to my role, like based on my role, the SASMIME values, like strong analytical skills, supply chain knowledge, and the ability to support efficient logistics operations. So the determination approach best, like aligned with my role because it supports cross team collaboration, creativity, and the problem solving skills that were, like specifically highlighted during my interview. So this culture, like this cultural perspective will keep me integrate, like into the hybrid and the remote environment, like, and the contribution to the ongoing improvements in distributions and the operational workflows. Why organizational culture, like, matters to my positions. So organizational culture shapes, like, how I will communicate with my supervisors, and my supervisor name is Giorgio. I mean, and like, how I will work with the within, like, remote and the hybrid setting. A strong cultural understanding will help me, especially, like, the adapt like, quickly to the team expectations, the communicate effectively across the subculture, supports innovation in, like, supply chain improvements, enhance efficiency, like, and cost effectiveness, as outlined in my responsibilities. So understanding cultural also, like, ensure I uphold the SAS Miami's, like, values during onboarding, collaboration, and the performance evaluations. That's all, Waits. And finally, like, I just, like, in a conclusion, like, I just uh I just want to mention, like, the organizational culture plays an essential role in shaping creativity, teamwork, and the operational success. By understanding the culture through the integration, different, like, differentiation and the fragmentation approaches, I can better align myself with SASME's expectations and, like, contribution meaningfully as a supply chain analyst. So this knowledge position, like, I mean, me to support the organizational missions and success to my role. That's all. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time today. Have a good one.